What's up? Tyler from Plugged On. I'm here with an album review. This time I'm going to talk about the new album from Enforcer titled Zenith. This is their follow-up to From Beyond from 2015. Enforcer, they're just a heavy metal band, straight up, more traditional style from Sweden. And this is their fifth album. I enjoy Enforcer a lot just because they really have that new wave of British heavy metal vibe going on, very much keeping that sort of style alive in 2019. And I think they do a very good job of it, and they're just a fun band to listen to if you're into that sort of style of metal. They always bring the riffs, they always bring the speed at times, and then they just got really great vocals. So the first single they released was Die for the Devil. And at first I really felt weird about this song. And I'm not one that very much gets behind the sort of guitar riff during the chorus of this song. I don't know, riffs like that usually just don't do it for me a whole lot. But this song really grew on me a lot. And I think what gets me most of the time is not only the vocals during the chorus, which are catchy, but it's actually the verses. The verses, I love the atmosphere, the sexiness of the verses, and then when the lead guitar comes in, it sounds fantastic. Got some very great, catchy drum work going on in that song. Really, really well done. And you know, this song and some others on the album, Enforcer are great at kind of background vocals, gang vocals, chanty sort of stuff. They're really great at incorporating a lot of that stuff, and that song's a great example of that. Then they get into a little bit more melodic stuff, more maybe a little bit grander stuff with Zenith. The Black Sun is one. Regrets is a great song. It's a slower song, and I really enjoy the kind of main melody of that song. I think is really great, and it's got a interesting vibe going on for Enforcer. I do like when they do some slower stuff, but this one especially, especially when the whole band kicks in, it just kind of happens, and I think it kind of flows nicely. And overall, Olaf's vocals fantastic on that track. That gets me to something on this album that I think is very bizarre, but they somehow make it work. There's some really strange, abrupt transitions. Regrets kind of has one. I think the one that stands out to me, and once again took me a few listens to really get into it, is Searching for You. I love, the upbeat nature, the speed nature of the verses is very classic Enforcer, but then just a very abrupt shift in tempo and into a kind of a weird riff for the chorus, and they do that a few times on here. Somehow they pull it off. I don't know. 1,000 Years of Darkness is great. Thunder in Hell just brings the heavy metal the whole time. Throw your horns up in the air, jump in the circle pit sort of stuff, which that's a great one. And then it ends with two little bit more ambitious songs, longer songs. Forever We Worship the Dark, Ode to Death, that I really enjoy a lot, and I think are great closers to the album. Olaf sounds fantastic on here, and to me, if there's one song to just look up from Enforcer, I have to point you to Undying Evil, which is my favorite Enforcer song. It's the first song I heard from these guys because they came around 2016, I believe. They opened for Dark Tranquillity. I was like, Enforcer, I've heard of these guys, haven't really listened to them. Looked up Undying Evil, was the first song I listened to, and I was blown away. What I love about that song is not only are the riffs really catchy, but those vocals are fucking amazing on that track. And I think that's a song to look up if you just want to understand what Enforcer's about. And Olaf, he sounds great on here. He's delivered a lot of really great performances. I would say my only thing with this album compared to, say, Diamonds or From Beyond is I'm not saying there is no riffs on here, but there's no riffs or guitar sections that just make me fucking lose my mind sort of thing. And there has been a lot on past Enforcer albums where they had a groove, or Undying Evil is a great example. That whole song, the riffs are amazing. That's just me, and that's obviously a very subjective thing, but there's not just one thing that just jumps out. Like for Zenith, for the Black Sun, Searching for You, Thunder in Hell, The End of the Universe. Like these songs have cool riffs, don't get me wrong, but nothing just, oh my god, that's fucking awesome sort of thing. That's just me. I think it's a solid Enforcer album for sure. It has a lot of songs on it that I will always listen to from these guys, but yeah, it's alright. 7.5 out of 10 for me. Thanks for watching. See you later.